I'm a little late because I was adjusting settings on my mouse and stuff. No, not my mouse, on my webcam and stuff. Sorry, no, not webcam. Mic. I was adjusting settings on my mic. I swear I'm not high on anything. My head is just fucked. Okay. Like it always is. I think I'm going to go ahead and just open with the karaoke tonight, and then we'll see what we want to branch into. I installed a equalizer. I have no clue if I have set it up right. But I did install an equalizer. You know what? I don't know if I've sung this one yet. Hmm. I am seeing some new stuff. Okay. Not sure if that's what I think it is. Okay. That should be enough. I'm trying to limit the karaoke to like 4 a night so I don't lose my voice. Hmm. Okay, let's go ahead and try. No. 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 Okay. I also did a few adjustments to my audio, like the desktop and stuff, so I shouldn't have to adjust the volume on the windows anymore. Ignore my dirty shirt. Okay, Radiohead Creep. Okay, guys, today we're going to be singing Creep by Radiohead. Karaoke version. It's not a good sign. I'm screwing up even the introduction. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, oh, she's running out the door. She's running out. She's run, 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 run. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Okay guys, that was Creep by Radiohead. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, Love Story by Taylor Swift. Let's see if I can say this one without fucking it all the way up. Okay guys, tonight we're going to be singing Love Story by Taylor Swift, the karaoke version. We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on a balcony in summer air. See the lights, see the party, the ball gowns. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said, stay away from Juliet, and I was crying on the staircase, begging you, please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. So I'll sneak out to the garden to see you. We kept quiet cause we're both dead if they knew. So close your eyes, escape this town for a little while. Oh, cause you were Romeo, I was a scarlet letter. And my daddy said stay away from Juliet. But you were everything to me, I was begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take you somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Romeo, save me, they're trying to tell me how to feel. This love is difficult, but it's real. Don't be afraid, we'll make it out of this mess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you was fading when I met you on the outskirts of town. And I said, Romeo, save me, I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. You're just in my head, I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet, you'll never have to be alone. I love you and that's all I really know. I talked to your dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. We were both young when I first saw you. Okay, that's the end of that one, and I can say I butchered it. I did not do that well on that one. Let's go ahead and move on after we remember to like it. Okay. Okay, guys, today we're going to be singing Who Wants to Live Forever by Queen, karaoke version. Let's get right into it. There's no time for us. There's no place for us. What is this day that builds our dreams? It slips away from us. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? There's no chance for us, all decided for us. This world has only one sweet moment set aside for us. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? and love must die. Then touch my tears with your lips. Touch my world with your fingertips. Then we can love forever. And we can love forever. Here's our today. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? Forever is our today. Who waits forever anyway? Okay, guys, I did that a little louder than I usually would because I got too into it, and I need to not do that as much because I'm not alone in this house. And it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so let's move on. Come on, I said move on. Be a good boy. Ain't No Sunshine by Billy Withers. Okay. By Bill Withers. Okay. Okay, guys, today we're going to be singing Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers. Karaoke version. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. And I know, 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 I know. Hey, I ought to leave the young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. No, no. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. In this house there just isn't no home anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Hey, it almost sounds like a whistle. I can't whistle. Never been able to whistle. Hmm. Okay, so we're going to be doing Stand By Me by Benny King. Okay, guys, today we're going to be singing Stand By Me by Benny King. Karaoke version. Piano karaoke version. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. Oh, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Whoa, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Okay. My mic, I think, started not sounding right there at the end. Let's go into Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. Okay, guys, today we're going to be singing Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley, karaoke version. Original key, whatever the fuck that means. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you. Okie dokie. Well, that's the end for the karaoke. Okie dokie karaoke. Okay, let's see what we got to mess with here. Okay, Osman and Alana. You know, she sounds so much like fucking Philly, and it's fucking strange. Her hair reminds me so much of my nephew's, the one on top. Breaking news! This just happened. Sure it did. What a mess. Yeah, everyone with guys. Sakuno was caught cheating on his girlfriend with a bunch of, how to put this? Let's just call them bad judgment women. Now, most of these women slid into Sakuno's DMs, and most of them approached him. Most of them made the moves. Now, Sakuno, I'm pretty sure if the shyness he showed before was at all based in reality at all, was not used to women approaching him. So the dumb fuck never learned to turn down the women. So he accepted pretty much everything that came out of him. That's right, everybody. Sakuno is a man whore. And he's a cheater. Now, are those women victims? No. Is Sakuno a predator? No. Is Sakuno a whore? Yes. Is Sakuno a cheater? Yes. Who has the right to forgive or pass judgment on Sakuno? His girlfriend. She's the only fucking one that has the right, so everybody else needs to learn to fucking mind their business and stay in their fucking place. This is between her. Stop taking her suffering, stop taking her pain, and trying to use it for yourselves. Didn't you guys have something against fucking appropriation? And now you're okay with taking her fucking troubles? With taking her anger? Fucking hypocrites, man. Hypocrites. Okay, now that rant is over. Okay, let's check these out and see what we got. Mhm. I thought I heard something. Hey, we got a spook to watch. Wow, his hair is like almost not changed at all. It looked like it was fake back then, too. That's actually a good question. Just a second, guys. Let me find something. Okay, right there. Whoa, this is a bad picture. Okay, guys, you let me know. This is me. Oops. This is me from when I was a teenager. So, what do you think? Much change? But yeah, this is me from when I was a teenager. I think my hairline might have gone back some, but then again, here, let me. This is my hair back. This is pretty much it, kind of forward like it was there. Yeah, it's literally, I think, still in my age years when this picture was taken. Oh, you can't see the picture. Okay, there you go. But yeah, it's pretty much still in my teenage years when this one was taken. Just a second. Let's see. Um, don't ask. Uh, yeah, don't ask. We were there for a wedding. Let's see, two. Yeah, these are some old freaking pictures. Like, oh, this one is way back. This is when we still lived in that trailer. There's another one. Ignore the old stack of kittens. Okay, I can go a bit. Okay, so this is a litter of kittens that we had. We ended up losing them when the house we lived in was condemned. Um, the lady who condemned it was nice enough to find new homes for them for us, since the place we were moving wasn't suitable for them. We moved to a junkyard. This was Juan, cute little girl, toughest of the cats. This was Patty. She was the fluffiest and the most spoiled. This was Cat. Well, Kathy, Cat. She is also very fluffy. This was Marie, not so fluffy, but she really liked being pet. This was Joe, the only male of the litter. This was a fucking. This cat was weird. Let's just say that. Shortly after this picture was taken. No, it was before this picture was taken. He crawled into his mother's canned cat food. The canned cat food was put a bit away from the kittens, at least 5-10 feet, so the mother could go over and feed when she needed to. I came in to check on them, and his face was buried in the food. It looked like he was dead. I picked him up, basically having to pop his face out of the food. He was licking his chops, and his entire face was covered in the wet food. This cat, when it had to be punished, I just give it just like a little hit like that, nothing painful or anything, just like bad, bad. And he'd start to purr. So I punished him like twice and then never again. He never smacked the other cats. He never fought with them, but he was a bully. He was so much bigger than the other cats. Like one was sleeping on a window frame. He hopped up on the window, got between her and the window, lied down, and then leaned into her, knocking her off the window frame. She was basically growling and hissing at him. She jumped back up and just started smacking the shit out of him. And he just laid there and did nothing until she just tired herself out and walked away. No, and that was the last one. This was from, I think, a New Year's party or a 4th of July party. Probably a New Year's, since it's night like that. No, because 4th of July too. Can't tell. That's me there. My hair was that short because it was just easier to take care of that way. Okay, let me look through more of the pictures. Ooh, this is one from when I was an actual teenager. This one was from before I was 18. So this picture is me before I was 18 years old. What do you think? Much of a difference? Yeah, quite a bit. But yeah, this is a really, really old. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, this is from before I even turned 18. It's a picture of me and a friend from GameWorks. Uh, the Calico Cat was named after him. I did it because he hated cats. Well, he says he hated them, but he always played with them, so I think he liked them. Just the mere size of me compared to other people. Damn. In a lot of pictures, it looks like I don't actually belong in them because of the size difference. Here's one of Juan when she was older. She's like, who the hell are you taking a picture of? A dog my dad was taking care of. He was a sweetheart. Yeah, this next one was painful. Went to the shooting range. It was very snowy. Can you tell where my hand, where the band for letting you into the shooting range was? Because it was an outdoor shooting range. Can you see where the band was? And this is what happened when I scraped the door jamb when I was leaving the room. Feels like chicken skin off, well, turkey skin off of a turkey. Okay. Here's me as a baby. I'm the blonde, and my two sisters. By the way, that under me isn't piss or anything, it's an oil stain. Okay. Looks like we're about done with those. Let's go back to YouTube and check out some of the stuff we got. But before that, let's remember to put these back on. Okay. You know what? I'm not sure why I'm still looking. We got plenty open to tie us over. Okay, let's get into stuff to check out.
You don't get to like have men send you money and prove that they'll provide for you, and then you get to choose if you want to be with them. Like, no, you're supposed to be with them, by the way. Prove you're a good girl, and then love them regardless of if they have the ability to provide for you. And then they provide for you because they love you. This is so totally backwards. The internet and social media has created this absolute degenerate ass backwards culture. And it's developed into mainstream. You don't get to like.
Well, let's get closer. Shh. Damn it. Shh. Ah, fuck, it keeps cutting off. Just a second. Let me see if I can do this right. Okay. Shh. Now it still cuts off. So it wasn't so it's not the noise gate cutting it off. It's just getting too low for the mic to pick up. Probably the noise suppression. You guys want to hear why I use a noise suppressor? Here. It really makes a difference, doesn't it? Actually, it cuts me talking cuts it down a bit, doesn't it? So yeah. Okay, let's turn that back on. Let's not tell my dad that I'm drinking one of his coffees. I mainly want it because it's really cold. There's a hair on the mic. A little bit of ice. Okay.
President, there's U.S. intelligence that China is preparing to ship weapons to Iran. Have you spoken with President Xi?
China does that, China's going to have big problems, okay?
President Trump has a warning for China, and I just asked him about this new CNN reporting from my colleagues who report that U.S. intelligence indicates that China is making preparations to deliver new air defense systems to Iran within the next few weeks, and that is according to 3 people familiar with recent intelligence assessments. Now, if China moves forward with this, it would mark a major provocation. Beijing has said it helped broker that fragile ceasefire agreement to pause the war between Iran and the U.S. And President Trump is also expected to visit China next month for talks with President Xi Jinping. Now, one of the sources said that China isn't trying to overtly enter this conflict, but does want to position itself as a friend to Iran, whose oil it depends on, while also remaining outwardly neutral. Now, a spokesperson for the Chinese embassy in Washington denied these plans, telling CNN, quote, China has never provided weapons to any party in the conflict. The information in question is untrue. President, there's U.S.
intelligence. China delivering new weapons can either be good for China or be good for America. Technically, it could be good for both. So if they deliver the weapons and they do nothing to stop our attacks and stuff, that's good for us. It shows that China's technology can't keep up with ours. However, if they deliver the weapons and they're able to counter us, it shows China that they can attack Taiwan because they can interfere with our aircraft and possibly boats. So it'll be a major show of power for us if they don't hinder us, and it will be a green flag for China if they do.
This is Tony's lost brother. What is this?
Sorry? No, I have a girlfriend.
Look what she'll do.
What the hell? Where are you?
I was playing piano when
Suddenly. Oh, nope. Nope. Oh, nope. I don't think so. Absolutely not.
Play my song.
Play my song?
What song?
Play my song.
Damn. I troll her with Baby Shark?
That's wipe material.
Can you play this? No? Damn. Who's that, Kamala Harris that tried to slap her? This is Tony's lost brother. What is this?
Okay, that was actually a good one. Yeah, as I said, that's wife material because the guy's gonna have no choice in the matter. Get down that fucking aisle and take out that goddamn ring. Yes, dear. Okay, let's move on to this one. She's got my nephew's hair.
Bro, by the way, chat, Cheddar has to die. Not literally, but
What?
do. Literally yesterday, Mushi is walking, no joke, following me to my room. Cheddar sees him, jumps off the pool table, and starts attacking the fuck out of him. To the point where like Mushi is like he's like doing the cat cry. So I had to grab like water and throw it at like over there to literally like get Cheddar to like run away from the water because he wouldn't stop. Like he literally just kept harassing him. So bro, Cheddar is on pack watch for me right now, and I'm going on record
Yo,
to
Maya,
say,
thank you for the
and
6
he
months.
Can't say it didn't happen, or it wasn't this. Bonnie was there. She literally saw it happen. She was on the top of the stairs. She saw it happen, and she literally said, she goes, I don't know why he keeps doing this. I have witnessed now.
I'm just gonna move out, guys. I'm picking Cheddar over them. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna move out, guys. I'm picking Cheddar over them. I'm sorry.
They just don't know how to control cats. I've never had trouble breaking up a cat fight. Both the feline type and the human type. Never had trouble breaking one up.
Bro, by the way, chat, Cheddar has to die.
Going a little far. All he did was beat the shit out of your cat. Okay, what the hell is this?
I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect girl.
She's not singing it right.
To know that when I'm not around, you're so very special. I wish I was special, but I'm
Parts of it are ice.
I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control.
She not singing it in the right how do I put this mindset. It isn't a fucking hit maximum pitch type of song.
Certainly. Although, an honor to make your acquaintance, Prince Regent Wayne. I am Holenia, Your Highness.
What is this?
The king's popularity is supposedly waning due to his overemphasis on lineage. So if he's relying on an outsider to this extent, it could mean he's even losing the hereditary vassals. Oh, and what might that be? I'm all ears. A favor? No doubt something to do with the gold mine. I'll sit here politely and hear him out, then I'll come up with some excuse to turn him down and get out.
I was hoping you'd give me some of those lowly flam you're holding on to back in Natra. No need to fret over so trivial a matter. Go on, let me hear your decision.
All right. In that case... Good riddance, sort of lass! What?
Your Highness, is everything... Just be quick. I'll be right outside.
Thanks. I'll be done in a jiffy. You wanted a decision now, remember? So allow me to give you one. Wait! Certainly. Although...
An honor to make your acquaintance.
Not sure what enemy this is. Let's move on. Okay, Fillion, and this other one looks familiar. I'm just not sure who it is. Hinya. I only know that because I looked down on the left.
Wait, hold on. Fillion called me. Hold on. Hello?
That's me! Hey, Henya, for $1, name a woman, yeah!
Jen!
Yeah!
Victoria!
How'd you know? She's never spoken.
See, chat, I'm asking the real questions. Wait, she does!
Have you talked to her on voice?
Yeah,
Do
she
you know
does
what Zentre actually sounds like?
Grandma?
Okay, well then.
Yeah.
I have another question.
Yeah?
For $1, name a furry.
Fillion! Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Fillion called me. Hold on. Hello?
That's me! Hey,
That was nice. Fillion! I need to get a thing of her open and a thing of sweet Alina.
Just open your hand and put it right on the burner. I can't do that. It's on, it'll burn me. But physically, you could do it, right? I mean, you have the motor control and knowledge to bring your hand towards the burner and touch it, right? Yeah, I mean, physically, I could. So do it. I'll give you $100, even if you just graze it. I can't. No matter how much I try, it's like my brain won't let me do it. Exactly. Now imagine instead of me telling you to touch a hot surface, I'm telling you to go eat a meal or start your homework or just get up off the couch, and that's what ADHD paralysis feels like. I just thought you were being lazy. I am so sorry. Just open your hand and put it right on the burner. I can't do that. It's on, it'll burn me.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, don't give them a fucking reason to be lazy like that. Oh, I don't want to get off the couch because I got ADHD paralysis. You know, back in the past when you wouldn't get off the couch when you were told, they'd hit you with a fucking belt. Let's move on.
We've had some very bad allies in NATO.
Why is this only 1 year?
Trillions of dollars on NATO. And when we need them, which we never do, we didn't need them here either. To be honest, I was really asking because I wanted to see what they do. We didn't need them. We blasted the hell out of them, out of Iran. And the last thing I needed was NATO stepping in our way because they're a paper tiger. But so we didn't need them, but I asked anyway. And they probably think I'm the worst salesman ever. I was the worst. They would have much preferred Franklin Graham or somebody that's a good salesman than Trump because I'd say, we'd love to have some help. Oh, President, I'm not sure that we can. Oh, that's okay. You don't want to do it? Well, if we, oh, that's okay. You don't have to do it. So he gets off, probably says, man, that was easier than I thought. Then I call up France, Macron, whose wife treats him extremely badly. And still recovering from the right to the jaw. And I say, Emmanuel, we'd love to have some help in the Gulf, even though we're setting records and knocking out bad people and knocking out ballistic missiles. We'd love to have some help. If you could you please send ships immediately? No. We cannot do that, Donald. We can do that after the war is won. I said, no, I don't need after the war is won, Emmanuel. Many of them said, we'll be there after the war is completed. And so I learned about NATO. NATO won't be there if we ever have the big one. You know what I mean by the big one. We ever have the big one, hopefully we won't. Relationships very good with the big one, better than with NATO. But they won't be there. We've had some very bad allies.
NATO is one of the worst things that's actually happened to most of the countries in NATO. They got so used to the protection of the United States that they started the hell? Oh, okay, that's back there. They got so used to protection in the United States that they started cutting down their own defense and shit and relying too much on us. To which they started rerouting the money towards other stuff, which I can understand works well. Look what it did with Japan. Japan basically had amazing advancements because they didn't have to cover their own defense. So everybody else started to try to mimic them. Only it's not our responsibility to be their sole defenders. It's supposed to be a defense alliance, not a we're protecting you alliance. Mutual defense, not, hey, go out there and stop them from hurting us. Let's move on.
You want some tea?
Yes. What? Did she drop her tea? Okay. She's trying to fry our brains so we don't remember.
You want some tea?
Wait a minute, was that tea supposed to be roofied? Or is she putting us in there to try to get us to forget that she dropped the tea? I can't tell. Let's move on. Okay, we'll close that one and let's go ahead and like this. Okay, guys, 11 scary... Damn it. Let's start over. Okay, guys, 11 scary videos that will keep you inside tonight by Sir Spooks. You can watch Sir Spooks channel by searching Sir Spooks into the search bar on Yahoo, not Yahoo, on YouTube.com. What the fuck's wrong with my head? Let's get right into the video.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
Already subscribed,
Alright, with
buddy.
that said, let's begin.
Number 11.
The first video we'll be looking at was posted to TikTok by a user known as Globalist Slayer USA on February 1st, 2026. And shows a strange moment captured on a home security camera late at night. The footage shows a quiet backyard covered in snow. Right from the start, you can already see a series of footprints scattered across the ground. But then, something even stranger happens. As the video continues, a new set of footprints begins to appear, forming one after another, as if something invisible is actively walking through the yard. What makes it even more unusual is the spacing. These newer prints have a much wider gait, suggesting something significantly larger than a normal person. It's a subtle detail, but once you notice it, it completely changes how the clip feels. The uploader even used the hashtag Bigfoot, suggesting they believe these tracks could belong to something far from ordinary. For those who believe, this could point to something unseen physically moving through the environment, leaving behind tracks without ever being visible. Another possibility is that whatever is making the footprints simply isn't being picked up properly by the camera, blending into the background due to lighting or recording limitations. It could also be the result of editing, with the footprints added in afterward to create the illusion. It's the progression that stands out the most, not just the footprints themselves, but the fact that new ones appear, as if something is actively moving through the yard in real time.
Bullshit. Guys, let me ask you a question. Who do you know that walks in line formation when they're not being checked for DUI? Because if you look, whoever this is walking in line formation. These aren't how footsteps normally would be. They'd normally be more to the side, two paths, but this is just one line. So somebody was literally walking, moving one foot in front of the other. So yeah, I'd say it's fake. And with the way the actual footsteps are, they could have done any number of ways to get it done. Because what's supposed to be large footsteps aren't consistent either. There isn't a consistent spacing between them. Even though these ones are single file, all the spacing is consistent. Not on these ones.
It could also be the result of editing, with the footprints. The clip begins with her pulling into a driveway and stepping out of her car. As she locks the door, something catches her attention across the street, and she just stands there watching.
It looks like an AI. It's not moving right. It's moving like it's computer generated.
On the other side of the road, a person wearing what appears to be a headlamp can be seen moving around on all fours. Their movements are erratic and unnatural, almost animal-like, as they crawl and shift positions in a way that's difficult to make sense of. They continue behaving strangely for several moments, never acknowledging the person filming. At first glance, the way this figure moves feels deeply unsettling, like something pretending to be a human, but not quite getting it right. It could also just be a person acting oddly, possibly under the influence, or simply behaving in a way that doesn't make much sense from the outside. But it's the unpredictability that makes this clip stick. There's no context, or no explanation, just someone moving in a way you don't expect to see.
The motion of the hands and legs don't match the movement. Well, don't match the movement speed, so I think that's something computer generated that was added or altered somehow. It just doesn't look right.
A large number of children grow up with imaginary friends. It's a normal part of childhood, and most parents don't think much of it. But sometimes, things don't stay so innocent. This TikTok video was posted on January 27th, 2026 by a man named Nicholas Faria. In it, he approaches his young daughter who appears to be talking to someone who isn't there.
Oh, I've seen this one.
At first, it seems like a harmless moment. Then this happens.
Yeah, the walker moves and crashes into the wall.
Le dice que traiga el coche.
No. The girl begins calling out to her imaginary friend, asking it to push the stroller sitting nearby on the sidewalk. And just seconds later, the stroller starts moving. There's no one visible touching it. It simply begins rolling forward on its own, as if something responded to her request.
Right into the wall.
Moments like this are often interpreted as a child interacting with something unseen. The idea that imaginary friends might not always be imaginary. At the same time, there could be a simpler explanation. The stroller may have been on a slight incline, causing it to roll naturally, or it could have been nudged just out of frame. It's also possible the scene was staged to line up with what the girl was saying. What makes the clip stand out is the timing. She asks, and almost immediately, something happens.
There's the second part to that. I guess they only showed the
Over on
first
TikTok,
part.
a woman known as Cat Snap posted a video
Okay.
explaining a strange and unsettling situation happening near her home. She says she lives by a river in an area with no lights at night, making it especially dark and quiet once the sun goes down. But according to her, that silence has been broken more than once. She then asks viewers to listen closely.
So just listen for a moment, okay? And tell me that you would not be freaked out by this.
From somewhere across the river, a series of loud, eerie singing and chanting sounds can be heard echoing through the darkness. The voices don't sound close, but they're clear enough to feel uncomfortably present. It's the kind of noise that doesn't immediately make sense, rhythmic, almost coordinated, and completely out of place in such an isolated area.
There's somebody playing music. You could hear the beat. You could hear the drum.
What makes this even stranger is that this wasn't a one-time occurrence. In the description, she explains that this is the third time in 2 years that she's heard these sounds near her property. In a follow-up video, she responds to someone suggesting it might just be people nearby. She acknowledges that others do live along the river in California, but insists that whoever is making the noise is doing so late at night, and for reasons she can't explain. The whole situation gives the impression of something happening just out of sight, close enough to hear, but far enough to remain hidden. Of course, there could be a more ordinary explanation. The voices may simply be coming from people gathered somewhere along the riverbank, with sound carrying unusually well over the water at night. But even with that in mind, hearing distant chanting echo through a dark, unlit area like that is the kind of thing that's hard to ignore once you've experienced it.
It's just a bunch of people getting together on a riverbank. I'm guessing to drink or make out or fuck or something like that. Not exactly uncommon.
A woman named Sarah Serendipity posted a video to her TikTok account on March 12, 2026, describing a moment that left her deeply unsettled. According to Sarah, she had a strong feeling that she was being watched one night. Unable to shake the feeling, she decided to pull out her phone and start recording, just in case.
Okay.
It didn't take long for that feeling to be validated.
Is that? What the is that? What the What the is that?
What the fuck is what?
It looks like a hand. A freaking face. Like 2 hands and a face. What the is this?
So you put your dirty, greasy hands and face on the glass.
As you can see, what appear to be handprints and even a face impression suddenly become visible on the window. The marks look pressed into the glass as if something was right there, watching from the other side. The detail is what makes it so disturbing. It doesn't just look random, it resembles something with form, something close. It's easy to interpret this as an unseen presence revealing itself in a physical way,
It's easier to
leaving
interpret
behind
it
traces
as her
of where
doing
it
it
had been
herself.
standing. At the same time, there could be a more ordinary explanation. Residue, condensation, or oils on the glass can sometimes reveal prints that weren't visible before, especially with changes in temperature or lighting. Even so, the timing is what makes this moment stand out. Feeling like you're being watched and then seeing something appear that seems to confirm it is the kind of experience that lingers long after the moment passes.
Yeah, as I said, it's probably just her own hand and face print she put on the window. She focused light on it and it reflected it. If you don't focus light on it, it most likely won't even show.
In March of 2013, a YouTuber known as Dan82ify uploaded a video describing a disturbing experience that had just happened moments earlier. According to Dan, he had just woken up and gone downstairs, only to find that all of his kitchen cabinets were wide open. He insists they were closed when he went to bed the night before, which immediately left him feeling uneasy. Concerned, he grabs his camera and begins recording. We then follow him into the kitchen as he starts closing each cabinet one by one, trying to make sense of what's going on. Everything seems calm for a moment, until this happens.
I'm really, really scared right now. So I'm gonna shut all these. I figured I'd get it on camera so if something happens, at least it's documented. Alright. I think I'm just gonna go downstairs and chill out and edit for a little while.
Oh, sure.
Shit. Oh, fuck me. I gotta upload this. I gotta upload this before anything happens. And nobody gets to see this. Ow. I think I broke my ankle.
Out of nowhere, a glass suddenly falls and shatters on the floor, causing Dan to jump in shock. And just seconds later, another one falls, breaking apart just the same. The reaction is immediate. Panicked, Dan turns and runs, desperate to get away from whatever might be causing it. In his rush, he ends up falling down the stairs, later claiming it twisted his ankle trying to escape. The sequence of events feels sudden and chaotic, like something escalated without warning. To some, this looks like classic poltergeist activity, with objects being moved or thrown by an unseen force. It's also possible the entire scenario was staged.
Yeah, to others it looks like a thing that the guy set up himself. I don't like this instant copy as much as the other one we had before. This one's a lot harder to get to dissolve all the way. Okay.
For the video. What makes this clip linger is how quickly things spiral. It starts with something small and unsettling, and within seconds, it turns into something much harder to ignore. Over on the interdimensional NHI subreddit, a user known as FVMK3 shared a video filmed in Cambridge, UK, back in 2014. In the clip, someone is simply recording the night sky above the city. Nothing unusual at first, but after a few seconds, something appears that quickly changes the tone of the footage.
Oh! What is it? Huh?
Three bright orbs can be seen moving together in a tight formation. They glide smoothly across the sky before suddenly accelerating at a speed that's difficult to track, and then, just like that, they vanish. The coordination between the three objects is what stands out. They don't drift randomly, they move together almost as if they are connected or following the same path with precision. Moments like this often get linked to reports of orb-shaped UAP, especially when multiple objects are seen moving in formation. At the same time, it's hard to say exactly what's being captured here. Without more context, it could be something more conventional that simply appears unusual from a distance. Interestingly, the footage was even featured in a Netflix documentary involving George Knapp called Investigation Alien, which is only added to the discussion around it. Clips like this tend to stick with people, not just because of what's seen, but because of how clean and coordinated it all looks before it's suddenly gone.
They look like spotlights, but there doesn't look like there's a lot of clouds to bounce them off of. So they definitely move and appear like spotlights. I haven't seen any recently because I don't really go outside much, but when I was younger, those things were shining onto the clouds and in the night sky and day sky and basically all the time. Okay.
Millions of children around the world love Peppa Pig. It's a harmless, cheerful character, the kind of thing you'd never expect to be involved in anything unsettling. But after this moment, that might change. This video posted to TikTok by Iconic Hannah shows her child's Peppa Pig plush lying on its side on a bed. At first, there's absolutely nothing unusual about it, just a normal toy sitting still, until you look a little closer. If you focus on the face, you can see it. The eyes move. It's subtle but noticeable enough to feel completely wrong. The toy itself doesn't shift, just the eyes, as if something inside briefly adjusted them. Naturally, this raises a lot of questions. The uploader later cut open the plush to check if there was anything inside that could explain it, but found nothing. Just stuffing like any other toy. To some, this feels like something unnatural.
It's just exposure errors from whatever camera they're holding in the darker environment. If you pay close attention, the camera's slowly moving a bit, so the exposure isn't really working all that great, I guess.
Briefly revealing itself through an everyday object. A more grounded explanation is that the movement was added in editing. Small, isolated changes like this can be created convincingly with simple video effects. What makes it unsettling is how minimal it is. No dramatic movement, just a slight shift in the eyes. Enough to make you pause and look twice. A TikTok user known as El Morcillo posted a video in February of 2026 showing what starts off as a normal day at the playground with his young child.
Okay.
At first, it feels like a wholesome moment, just a parent spending time with their kid. But it quickly becomes clear that something isn't quite right. From the beginning, the uploader seems uneasy, as if he's already noticed something off in the area, which is likely why he started recording in the first place.
Why would you bring your kid to a park at night? What the fuck is wrong with you?
And then, around the 1 minute mark, things start to get strange.
No, mi amor, no pasa nada, ven. No era nada, no era nada, ven. ¿Qué? ¿Qué es? No sé, no, bro. No creo que sea. Mira, sí se miró. Sí se miró.
Not only that, they're not even holding their kid's hand, and they're letting the kid walk quite a bit behind them. What terrible parents.
Viste, yo sí miré, alcancé a ver algo. Mira, ¿te checaste? ¿Viste?
In the background, near a tree, what looks like a shadowy figure can briefly be seen standing still. It's faint, but noticeable enough to stand out once you spot it. Then, not long after, something even more unsettling appears. A head seems to peek out from the side of the tree, just enough to be seen, before quickly pulling back, almost as if it's watching them. The timing and placement make it feel deliberate. In a follow-up video, the uploader goes back to the same location and shows the tree up close. And that's where things get even more confusing.
Okay.
The tree is far too thin for a person to realistically hide behind, especially in the way the figure appeared in the original clip. It gives the impression that whatever was peeking out shouldn't have been able to stay concealed there at all. To some, this feels like something observing from a distance, appearing just long enough to be noticed before disappearing again. The videos could also be staged, possibly using clever positioning or editing to create the illusion of something hiding behind the tree. But when you see something peek out and then realize there's nowhere for it to hide, it leaves behind a very specific kind of unease.
How do we even know it's the same tree? They didn't shoot it from the same angle. They didn't even show whatever that black stand was in the daylight shot.
Before we get started with this next video, some of you might recognize it. It was actually featured in one of my older videos many years ago, but since it's been so long, I wanted to take another look at it for those who are new to the channel, or for those who may never have seen it before.
Okay.
The clip was originally posted to YouTube by a channel known as Kilo Lu on December 4th, 2012, and it shows a group of friends exploring a long, dimly lit tunnel late at night. From the start, the atmosphere feels tense. One of the guys shines a flashlight down the tunnel, trying to see if anything is lurking in the distance. Eventually, they decide to move forward, slowly making their way deeper inside. Step by step, they continue through the darkness, growing more cautious as they go. And then, this happens.
What happened?
Out of nowhere, a strange figure suddenly charges toward them at full speed. The reaction is instant. The group turns and runs, clearly terrified by whatever just came rushing out of the darkness. The creature itself is hard to make out clearly. Its shape looks unusual, almost distorted, but the poor lighting makes it difficult to fully understand what we're seeing. To some,
It just looks like it's a homeless guy charging them. Maybe a homeless guy was living in there. And they startled him, so he went to attack.
people, this feels like a genuine unknown entity, something hiding deep within the tunnel, only revealing itself when the group got too close. Another explanation is that it could simply be a person, possibly positioned ahead of time, who ran toward them to create a scare.
Or it could be that too.
What makes this clip memorable is how quickly everything shifts. 1 second it's quiet exploration, and the next, pure panic.
Number 1.
On June 17th, 2021, a woman named Chriselle Luna uploaded a video to her YouTube channel showing herself exploring an old, allegedly haunted prison. For the first several minutes, she moves through different hallways and rooms, investigating the building. Nothing particularly unusual happens at first, just the usual tension that comes with being alone in a place like that. But then, in one specific room, everything changes.
Yo quiero preguntar, y me estoy atreviendo a hacerlo estando sola en este lugar. ¡Ay! ¡Ay, ay! Dios mío, yo vi algo que corrió. En este lugar.
If you look closely at the window, a dark figure suddenly flies past at incredible speed. It happens so quickly that it's easy to miss, but Chriselle notices it immediately, and her reaction says everything. Before she even has time to process what she just saw, something even more unsettling happens.
What's that?
Hayan visto, yo les voy. ¡Ay! Ahí está corriendo algo. Voy a. Hayan visto, yo les voy. ¡Ay! Ahí está corriendo algo. Voy a. mostrárselos. Se los voy a mostrar ya cuando haga la edición de este video para ponerle un círculo.
If I had to guess, there's somebody there with her, and the thing they're seeing in the window is the reflection of her.
Y puedan apreciar lo que yo vi en mi cámara. Qué fuerte, qué fuerte, qué fuerte. No sé qué era, no sé si era la niña, no sé si era otra cosa, pero estoy segura que no era una persona porque no hay nadie aquí.
The figure comes back. This time it moves in the opposite direction, almost as if it's running across the same area again, deliberately making itself visible. The timing is what makes this moment stand out. It's not just a one-off glimpse. It happens twice in a way that feels almost intentional. To some, this looks like a shadowy entity lingering inside the prison, briefly revealing itself before disappearing again. Amazingly, Griselle doesn't get frightened away from this entity entirely, as she proceeds to continue her investigation, but she is never able to find this entity again. Hopefully Griselle won't ever go back to this prison for another investigation again, because this entity may be waiting for her return. And that was a
I don't know, I guess there could have been somebody in the other room too. Looks like it could be either a reflection of somebody behind her, or maybe somebody else in the other room. It's hard to tell for sure.
7 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content.
Yeah, I enjoyed
My
it.
name is
It
Sir
was
Spooks, and I'll
entertaining.
see you all in the next video.
Later, Sir Spooks. Like always, it was fun watching you, man. Ah, that's pretty loud. That's pretty loud. Okay, let's go ahead and... I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. So, it was fun hanging out with you guys, and I'll see you next time.